Joining us now is David Spencer. He is the Director of Business Intelligence at Arrive Logistics. That's a company that specializes in freight services. So, David, we're happy to get your insight here. Thanks so much. The railroads and the unions worked over the weekend here trying to avoid this strike. What are the issues that they're so far apart on at this moment?
Well, great to be here and happy to provide my insights. Well, first off, quality of life issues are top of mind for the rail workers. So anything from more time off to being able to, completely unwind and get nights and weekends off to go to necessary medical appointments, et cetera. All of those are issues that the railroad workers are fighting for.
Well, I think a lot of people would be able to relate to that. But at the same time, as I mentioned, $2 billion a day is what this could cost. President Biden is urging collaboration here. What is the White House prepared to do at this point?
The biggest indicator we have from the White House at this point is, U.S. Labor Secretary last week indicating that both sides should not necessarily expect the government to get involved. But again, a lot of that is happening behind closed doors. So mostly speculation at this point. I think the closest example we could point to would be, unfortunately, it only happened in 1992, a long time ago. So Congress did step in after 2 days. Hopefully, this would be a short and not a prolonged strike. That would be best for everyone.
What is Congress able to do to intervene in this?
They've already extended this. What we're in right now is a cooling off period. So it's a 30-day extension of the contract that had been in place. Ultimately, they can interact, and get involved between these negotiations that are occurring to potentially strike a contract that they feel is fair. Or additionally extend the current contract out to a future point. Both of those we're unsure if they're likely at this point in time. Again, a lot of that conversation is happening with the negotiators behind closed doors.
David, let me ask you, what industries would be hit the hardest by a prolonged strike?
I mean, just about anyone, even American consumer would be hit hard by a prolonged strike, but anything from building supplies to e-commerce goods, and anything in between. So prolonged strike really would be what would trickle down to the consumer and where they might feel it. So increased cost of goods or difficulty getting Christmas presents come holiday season. Might be time to have some of those conversations again this year.
Well, with the long-running supply chain problems brought about by the pandemic, isn't this sort of a perfect storm that maybe would seem to suggest that the unions would have the upper hand at the bargaining table?
Ultimately, right now, I think everybody wants an agreement reached as soon as possible. I think that would be in the interest of everyone. Railroad workers want to work. The rail carriers want goods to be moving, and ultimately, we've seen enough inflationary, pressure on prices for the American consumer.
And I know, David, this is really in your wheelhouse, being a supply chain person here, a professional. What can we do here to best prepare for this? Is there anything as consumers?
As a consumer, there's not much you can do at this point. Obviously, this is something that agreement needs to be reached between the railroad workers and the rail carriers. Large shippers, those particularly that use intermodal services or rail services, they're doing what they can to, make other plans, leverage companies as ourselves to find over-the-road transportation, push freight via truck instead of over the rail lines. Other plans would be the best course of action for shippers to take at this point. Should a strike occur, then we could have a little bit more serious conversations about long-term solutions.
David Spencer with Arrive Logistics, based in Austin, Texas, but I know you're originally from Chicago, so thanks for your time today.
Yeah, go Maine South Hawks.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.